Alright guys, BLM here, we're back with more Minecraft Story Mode. We're continuing on from where we left off. We're gonna, go on with episode 2 here. We're also gonna continue on with the Survivor Series, the Power Rangers Survivor Series that we just started in the last episode. And we just went through our second swap. We are down to 15, so here we go. These are the people that are left. We have, on the Red Tribe, we have Brody Romero, Jay Calling, Dana Mitchell, Coda from Dino Charge, and we have Tori Hansen. On the Blue Tribe, we have Andros from In Space. We have Doggy Kruger. We have Mike Corbett. We have Jason Lee Scott, and we have Emily from Zio. And on the Yellow Tribe, we have Charlie from SPD, Dylan from RPM, Connor McKnight, Katie Walker, and Kendall Morgan. So I think all three tribes are pretty balanced. I don't feel like
inventory request.
no, like I don't think any of these tribes are vastly overpowered. But whatever.
Still talking to myself? Whoa! Hi! Hey! Didn't see you sneaking up on me. Guess that's the point. Don't touch anything in here, okay? It's all supremely fragile and genius.
So, first challenge.
Did Calvin send you? You my new assistants? New assistants with a stupidly adorable pig, that is. Eligard! No time for specifics, I'm afraid. Hey, you! Goggle Girl. Switch on that circuit to activate the delivery chutes.
Because this was a weird section, because this is where Terry Dietz got, where he quit. So because of that, what I've been doing every time we've played Second Chance is that instead, obviously we were supposed to swap into tribes of 14, but we're at 15 still. Swap the 3 tribes of 5, and we use the reward challenge as the immunity challenge. That's what we're going to be doing here. So what we're going to be doing is have a ring toss challenge.
Yes? I'm very sorry, but I'm
slip
sort
and
of
slide ring
concentrating on
toss
something here.
challenge.
Hence the
Do
dome
well.
of...
I kind of feel
Anyway.
like Red Tribe do pretty well, and they have Brody, Jake, and Coda. I feel like that's a good grouping
I
for a
could
thing.
really use your help.
Oh, you can get it. Just turn on the delivery system circuit, then choose what you want.
So I feel like that tribe wins. Like,
one iron block, please.
and then that means yeah, the people who have not been to tribal yet as of right now are Brody Romero, Mike Corbett, Emily from Zio, and Kendall Morgan. Still not been to tribal yet, so that's something.
Olivia! Olivia? Can you hear me?
I don't think that I've ever fainted before. Ugh, so embarrassing.
Everything working over... Ooh. Fine, I'll just do it myself then. Come on, come on. Big winner, big. Loser! Ugh. Trial number 6,451. Another bust. Now, about you three. Your friend here. Does she fall over frequently? Is this gonna be a regular occurrence?
No. I'm sorry. I was just so excited
Who
to...
come again?
And with me always pacing around, lost in my own brilliant thoughts, I could have tripped over you and conked my brain. Brilliant thoughts. Gone.
I have to confess something, Eligard. We're not here to be your assistants.
I'm kind of thinking, who would be
Kinda
good at
glad,
ring
actually.
toss?
What with Madame Faints-a-lot over
Dros,
there. So, why are
Corbett,
you
Jason Lee
here?
Scott,
We're actually
Emily.
here to
I
get
don't
your
know,
help.
Charlie,
There's a
Dylan,
giant
Connor
wither storm,
McKnight.
and it's attacking the
I
entire
think this Yellow
world.
Tribe wins.
Wither what?
This
What are you
Blue
talking
Tribe
about?
goes to tribal.
Who sent you?
Andros, Doggy Kruger, Mike
Was it
Corbett,
Calvin?
Jason Lee Scott, and Emily.
Calvin?
Gabriel sent me.
Look, you both seem
Kind of
very
thinking maybe
pleasant
Emily
people who are
goes,
prone
which
to fainting.
means both
I
Emilys
simply
go
don't
pre-merge.
have the brain
So I was
power for
trying to
this.
make sure one of them
I'm in the
did.
middle of my
Emily
greatest
from
project
Samurai
to date.
did, but
A
now I think
powerful
Emily
block
from Zio might
capable
go
of
because again,
altering
it's.
reality itself.
Then again, I mean,
I'm so close I can practically
Andros
taste
and
it.
Jason Lee
It
Scott. I
tastes
mean, I think
like
they're
victory
together,
with a side
right?
of sweet,
But then he has no
sweet
relationship
Redstone
with
engineering.
Emily outside of Emily just.
Jesse,
Oh fuck, I wasn't paying
Isn't
attention.
that what Ivor had? Isn't that...
Yeah, a command block.
Wait. How do you know what a command block
So
is?
I mean, I think definitely
seem
Andros.
belittling.
Well,
I'm
not Andros. I mean,
talking
Doggy
about some
Kruger
mega,
and
ultra
Mike
genius
Corbett
level
vote
stuff
for
here.
Emily.
So yeah.
I think.
Well, you
So
see...
tell
damn
me
it, I
then,
keep on missing it.
why are you here?
The world needs the Order of the Stone.
I'm
That's
kind of
why
thinking,
we're
like,
here.
I think Jason Lee Scott.
Sorry to bust your circuits,
and
but the
Emily,
Order isn't
they'd
really
probably go for
together
Mike.
anymore. We,
Maybe, no, maybe they go
sort
for
of
Doggy Kruger.
disassembled.
That's actually
And I think
kind of why
Andros
we're here.
is the swingbow, and
Gabriel's amulet.
I want to get rid of Doggy Kruger.
Certainly changes things.
And he has no relationship with. I mean, he has no
Seen
relationship
Lisa
really with
a
anyone here
long
except for
time.
Jason Lee Scott. But
Long time.
Yes.
but
he
I
gave it to
do
me so
feel
that I
like
could
he
find the
would
order.
get along with Doggy Kruger more so than Emily.
Yes.
I think he votes
This
for
is
Emily. I think
serious
Emily goes home
indeed. All the
3
more reason why I need
2.
to finish my
And I
command
think Jason
block.
Lee Scott's
I can
probably
use it to
fucking
fight this
pissed.
Witherstorm
But I think that's probably what happens.
thing,
I think
or whatever.
I think they get rid of Jason Lee.
Necessity is the
I think they get
originator
rid of
invention.
Emily.
And that monster is my necessity for inventing, of which I am
And also
the
opens up
Don't you
Jason obviously
understand?
as
But
well.
a command
So
block
that's another
made
reason
the
to do it
Witherstorm
from
in the first
Andrew's
place.
standpoint.
That's even better then.
So there we go.
Witherstorm problem
Emily
was
is
created
that was
by
her
a
first
command block,
tribal.
Yes, that means a command block could be the perfect.
And that was
way
also
of
Mike
beating
Corbett's
it.
first tribal.
And maybe
Will you help me make one?
So yeah, Kendall and
going to work this time. I
Brody
can
still have
feel
not been
it.
to tribal.
Right here, in my brain.
You're the
Sure.
genius, Eligard. Let's get started. Fantastic.
So final tribal for the merge. It is a food eating competition. I kind of feel like this is a pretty obvious one too. I feel like Andros, Dr. Kruger, Mike Corbett, Jason Lee Scott. I feel like they're probably pretty good. I think they come in second, but I think the Coda tribe comes in first. I mean, you would think Coda would win this easily. So we have this yellow tribe going to tribal, and it's a weird combo. It's Charlie, Dylan, Connor McKnight, Katie Walker, and Kendall. With Charlie, Dylan, and Connor McKnight having been an alliance at the beginning of the game, they stick true to it. I think they do. I mean, especially because that's also how the tribe breakdown is, where those are the only 3 from the original Blue tribe, with Katie and Kendall being from the original Red tribe. So I kind of feel like Katie and Kendall vote for Charlie, and then they have the pick of the litter of who they want to get rid of from Dylan's side of things, like Dylan, Connor, Charlie, get the pick who they want to go. And I don't know. I mean, I think Kendall might go here, which is kind of a lot of potential, but I just think that she kind of got swap screwed here. Connor, Dylan, and Charlie are really getting along with Kendall. I don't know. I feel like Katie is stronger physically, and also I could see them getting along with Katie more. So I think Kendall's gone here, which is a shame. I think she definitely had more potential than being a swap screwed person. But then also, I mean, this is actually, I believe, one of the few seasons we've done so far where more females have gone out in the pre-merge than in the I mean, whatever, like usually because yeah, 4 more females have gone out pre-merge here than males, which is not super common with how these usually go with us, because usually because there's so few females, usually a lot of the males end up going earlier on, but here it was 4-3.
Okay.
So yeah, we are
excellent.
at the merge. We
This is
are
so
at
exciting.
the merge. We are at the
Exciting.
merge with some
has
pretty
it gotten this far before?
a lot of strong physical
never.
players. I mean, so it'll be interesting to see how these
Is it
challenges play out.
destabilizing?
But and Kendall would probably be the most intelligent person in the game, especially from a puzzle making standpoint.
Eligard, come on!
Okay. So here we go with the so the people who have not been to tribal yet, the only person I believe, Brody Romero, the only person to have gotten to tribal yet.
We need to go. We need to get to the portal.
Okay, lip syncing there is terrible.
So sorry.
Okay. So these are the people at the merge here. We got Brody Romero, Jake Holland, Dana Mitchell, Coda from Dino Charge, Tori Hansen, Andros from In Space. We got Dr. Kruger. We got Mike Corbett. We got Jason Lee Scott. We got Charlie from and I just realized something else. Mike and Andros know each other, don't they? So I guess that's another reason why I do think they would go for Emily over Dr. Kruger, because I do feel like Mike and Dr. Kruger probably have a good alliance. By the way, yeah, Jason Lee Scott, Charlie from
Over
SPD,
here!
Dylan from RPM, Connor McKnight, and Katie Walker. Those are 13 people who have made the merge. What the fuck? I pushed it. Oh, he died. I pushed it though. That's
Over
bullshit.
here!
So we are at the merge. Who is the merge boot? What is the merge challenge? It's standing. It's the bouncing the thing on the bouncing disc on pole, right? And then yeah, it's a weird challenge. Whatever. And then yeah, Castaway stood on a beam. Oh fuck. Castaway stood on a beam while bouncing a ball on a pole, held with one hand. So, I don't know, who would do well with this? I feel like this. No, I don't think this is out of the realm possibility for Brody. I mean, let's see. I mean, I kind of thinking this is probably, I don't know. Alright, let's think of the people who have a shot. I think Brody has a shot.
Impressive.
I think Jake has a shot. Dana, I don't know. Coda, just because he's a caveman, I feel like he has a shot. Tori, I feel like has a shot. Andros, no. Doggy Kruger, no. Mike, no. Jason Lee Scott, I mean, maybe. I mean, Charlie, maybe.
Lucas, hey, we're back.
Dylan, I don't know, probably
I'm so
not.
glad you're back.
Connor
And we
McKnight,
brought
maybe, and then
Elgar.
Katie Walker, probably not.
Fantastic.
So,
Quick, come on. You guys are
who
never
would
gonna
win out of
believe
this
who showed
grouping?
up
I'm
late
kind
and
of
gone.
thinking, yeah, I don't think Brody is going to win this. I think Coda will hold on for a long time, but I just feel like his body type just isn't naturally fit for the sword challenge. Wait, Petra, she's back. Okay.
I'm so
Hi,
glad
Ellie.
you're okay, Petra.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked about it myself. And it's really good to see you, Jesse. Back there in Gabriel's bunker.
I don't understand. How did you?
I don't think Jason Lee Scott wins. I don't think Charlie
Yeah,
wins.
that Witherstorm's
I think it's down to
crazy.
Jake, Tori Hansen, and Connor McKnight.
hadn't saved
And the
me,
thing is, I mean, Tori Hansen, you would assume would be really fucking good at balance. I mean, she's a surfer.
I'm just glad I heard Gabriel telling you where to go. I'm so glad to see you.
I'm kind of thinking,
Gabriel get away
Tori
too?
Hansen wins this. I
Did
think
you
Tori
see?
wins.
It's all a blur.
So, there we go. Tori wins immunity. And now we got to figure out who gets booted here. Again, we're left with, I believe, 12 Power Rangers at this point, right? 12 Power Rangers and one villain, who is also technically a Power Ranger.
If I hadn't
In
seen it for myself.
in Charlie. Charlie is technically a Power Ranger. She was
Can't
the
remember the
A
last
Squad
time I
Red
saw his
Ranger.
face.
Yeah, we got Brody. Yeah, we have all Power Rangers left. So,
What he is doing here?
Call this a hunch, but do you two not like each other?
Right. I forgot to mention. Axel went on a little adventure of his own while you were gone.
An adventure to get him? Did you know about this? Why didn't you tell me? You did this on purpose.
Hey, Axel's my friend, okay?
is
I
he
didn't
though?
know
He's kind of a
he was going
dick.
To get Magnus.
Alright, so let's
You
think of these
gotta
alliances. I mean, dang it,
Well, I
actually, I
hope
should
you're not
also bring
expecting
up
me to work with that
the
cretin.
tribe
Look, just wait here a second
breakdowns
while I figure out
too.
what's going on.
Because
Much appreciated.
okay, so I mean, like this, just so we get a good sense of who was with
So,
who.
Who are you
Um,
then? And why'd you bring the Queen of the Nerds with you?
That's Jesse, my best friend. Trust me, Jesse's totally cool.
I'll be the judge of that, huh?
So okay, we got
I'm
Brody.
reuniting the Order of the
I
Sun.
think there's like a
I
cool
got
guy
tired of
sort of
waiting around,
alliance
so I
here
decided
with
to go
Brody.
recruit Magnus
I think we
myself.
got Brody, we got
Kind of
Jake
crazy
Hauling.
adventure, but it all worked out in the end.
I mean, is Brody
Now,
that cool?
I'm the
I
king of
feel like I
Boomtown.
look at him as like kind of a coolish sort of guy,
We've
but
been bonding and stuff.
I don't even know
I've
what
had,
his
like,
actual
the best
character is
day.
anymore.
Did
I
you
don't
say
remember.
King?
Yeah, I did. I had to beat him in a crazy tournament, and
I mean, he was like isolated for like he never even lived on. I think more so his brother is the cool guy, right? More than him.
Bada bing, bada boom. Your friend here is kind of supreme ruler of my
This was he's supposed to be
kingdom,
18.
You know what I mean?
Well, this is unexpected.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but I'm definitely sure that I don't like it.
yeah, show him some respect.
Yeah, I'm looking at
You're sticking up
he's
for
too
Magnus,
honest
that's
that he
Sweet.
He isn't
Yeah,
very good at
he's
lying,
sticking up
according
for
to the
It's because I'm
Wikipedia
really
page.
awesome
Um,
and super cool.
I'll never understand your fans.
Yeah, so just get out of his face and...
Whoa, Axel, let's not overstep our bounds. I may not dig her, but I've known her for a long time.
People, can we please focus on the bigger picture? We have a very hungry Witherstorm in the process of turning the whole world into its dinner.
Alright, well, whatever. I think Brody and Jake, I think that's an alliance.
came
I
out
think
of nowhere
Dana,
and
I
just
think she's kind of more
destroyed
on her own. I think Coda,
everything.
probably
Are you too
more on
scaredy
his
cat,
own.
Ellie?
Tori,
just
I could see Tori
get
and Dana.
away?
I think that's
You weren't
probably
there,
a
Magnus,
duo
until
at this point.
this
I don't
thing
know.
was like
I mean, they weren't
nothing
together
I've
until that
ever
last
seen.
tribe, but I do
Why?
feel like
Because it's never come inside one of your little workshops.
Hey! Hey! Yes.
let's just put it on our own for right now. We got Andros, kind of on his own compared to the group. I mean, we got
Okay. How?
Doggy Kruger.
Jesse's right.
I mean,
Let's
even
find
though
someone to
this
stop
tribe
that.
had to vote someone out, I do think
I don't know
this
if you've
blue
had a chance to
tribe
go
is
around
pretty
so
solid. I think
dumb,
Andros,
but
Doggy
it's
Kruger, Mike Corbett, Jason Lee
pretty
Scott.
much stripped
Even though they blindside Jason Lee
It would
Scott,
take a
I feel like
mountain
that
of
seems like
TNT to kill
that seems like a group that would
hate
be
to say it,
together. I
but
mean, I think maybe
This
we
is
could
amazing.
separate Jason Lee Scott. I think let's do that for now. But I think Andros, Doggy Kruger, Mike Corbett. I feel like that's a grouping.
Can we start crafting some then?
I don't think
We got
have
Charlie. I mean, we got this alliance of
You've been
Charlie,
such an
Dylan,
unbeatable
and
enemy.
Connor
Even
McKnight.
all
I
the
mean,
TNT in
that's
the
something.
world might not
Katie
be enough.
Walker's just kind of there. I don't
Soren
think
were
she's
here.
real. I think
He
Katie
might have
Walker and
something we
Dana are
could
probably
use.
together.
Ellie, not
Um,
this again.
But I
You
think
know I hate when you
I
brag
think
about
Charlie,
getting swords
Dylan,
from
Connor
Brady
McKnight. I
Club.
think
I'm not
Connor can
bragging. I
grab
think I got a
Jake,
legitimate
Adam
idea
Brody
here.
through that.
Wait, Magnus, I want to hear what she's saying.
Soren
So that's
had a
already
kind of
5
super
there.
TNT.
So,
Stronger and more explosive than anything else.
Yeah, I
in
think
the
this
world.
Andros group,
Before
Doggy
we
Kruger,
knew
Mike
it.
Corbett. I think they could probably
Yeah,
get Coda on
I've heard
board.
all about the F-bomb before.
F-bomb?
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's. I don't think that's a
Could
guarantee.
destroy anything.
Again, I'm trying to look at like
But
who were who was
I've
together
never
at what
Real.
times and
I
whatever.
swear.
Well, the Fermity bomb sounds perfect. We should go get it. Now!
Well, there's a little problem there. We don't know where Soren is. But you found us. Do you know where he
I mean,
is?
Doggy Kruger was with Dana and Katie Walker, so I think maybe that comes together. So there's 2 groups of 5 essentially right now, and then there's 3 people in the middle, in Coda, Tori
Our map
Hansen,
could
and
locate
Jason Lee Scott.
Unless he's in the nether.
And the thing about Jason Lee Scott is that
But it's worth a
he knows this Andros group better, but the Andros group did blindside
I
him.
bet we can find him.
And I do think he could possibly get along with people like Brody and Jake and Connor McKnight. So it's like, I think that's probably, I don't think that one's very solid on
Hey, Axel. How are you doing?
where he
hanging
goes.
out with
Tori, I
Max.
think it's another one that
I'm doing
I think
awesome.
she
to hear it,
technically
buddy.
would get along with the Connor McKnight sort of group, but it's like, does she though? I don't know. I mean, and same thing, Coda. I think Coda goes with Andros. I think that's his group there. So I mean, really, it's Tori Hansen and Jason Lee Scott being the kingmakers here. Yeah, I mean, like Tori. I could see Tori being with Dana and Katie Walker. The problem is she was never actually on a tribe with any of those people. I mean, she was on the beginning tribe with Tori Hansen, but not really most of the time. And she was on the tribe more so with like Brody and Jake and whoever else. So maybe she goes with that side. And I feel like Jason Lee Scott then is the kingmaker here. He's the deciding vote. Yeah, I mean, who does he go with? Well, let's figure this out. Who does each side go for? That's another thing. Again, if Jason Lee Scott's the swing vote, I think they're both sides are trying to cater towards him. I think they go for Charlie, right? I think the Andros group goes for Charlie. So Katie Walker, Mike Corbett, Doggy Kruger definitely wants to go for Charlie. Andros goes for Charlie, Coda, and then Dana goes for Charlie. So it's 6 votes for Charlie. I think the remainder, I think they go for Doggy Kruger. Maybe this is a war between, this is a war between Doggy and Charlie, I think. I think that's what this is going to end up being. So, I mean, okay, I'm fucking this up. So, we got Charlie going for Doggy Kruger. We got Connor, we got Dylan, we got I'm Tori Hansen. Would she go for Doggy Kruger? I feel like that doesn't seem within her character to go for Doggy Kruger. But I do think Jake and I do think Brody go for Doggy Kruger. I kind of think that going for Doggy Kruger thing, I think maybe that's where Tori Hansen draws the line. I could see Tori Hansen just saying, fuck it, nope, I'm going for Charlie at this point. So I think she goes for Charlie. I think Jason Lee Scott follows through. It's 8-5. Charlie is the merge boot here. Not unpredictable. I mean, we're really narrowing down the females, though. I mean, who's left? We got Katie Walker, Tori Hansen, and, is that it? Oh, shit. Yeah, that's, oh, no, Dana Mitchell. But I still think those females definitely have a shot. I think those are, so, I mean, I just realized Charlie ended up getting, 16 total votes here. 5 for Doggy Kruger. But, yeah, I think this has potential to be a fun season. I think, I really, I don't think many people here are, like, completely out of it in terms of winning. So, yeah, we got Charlie being the first member of our jury. And, we'll see what happens now. I mean, we're at the, second immunity challenge, which is Castaways bounce the ball on a disc attached to knotted ropes. This usually seems to favor bigger guys, but technically, Chelsea from Ghost Island did win this challenge.
Let's just do this map.
But typically, this caters towards bigger guys. Actually, not even necessarily bigger guys, but just guys in general. I mean, Keith Nail won this challenge. That's why I took away the bigger guys. But like Joe Anglin won this challenge. And usually a lot of the people that make it far in this challenge are bigger guys, though. I know Wes Nail made it far. I know Alec Christie. I did Alec Christie, but John Mish made it far. Either way, like those sort of guys make it far. So I mean, who do we have here on this tribe? I mean, we have Brody, who's kind of similar. We have Coda. Maybe Doggy Kruger. Mike Corbett, Jason Lee Scott, Dylan. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking Dylan. I think this is a Dylan challenge. I think Dylan wins immunity. So, especially he's an android too. So I mean, he has that going for him. So we are now
Hey, small fry.
here
No
at
shame in admitting you can't
12,
turn that thing on.
and
It's
obviously we just had Charlie go home.
sophisticated.
I'm going.
But at the same time,
what
with
I'm
Charlie
doing.
going home, that also gets rid of a common enemy. Because I feel like that was the reason Tori
How are you
Hansen
holding up
voted
with
that
this?
way, is to get rid of Charlie.
Alright.
But it's like without her here, it's like there's no real common enemy here. So let's go through the alliance again. Again, we got Jake and Brody.
Well, I'll just think I'm completing this.
Well, thank you so much. For
We
all
got
the help. I
Dana
know we haven't always gotten along.
and
the best in the
Katie.
past, but
I think we have a lot. The thing is, I think we have a lot of voting blocks here. I think that's the
That means a
thing.
lot, Jesse.
But then we have, well, Charlie's gone. So there's that. To be honest, I think Connor McKnight distanced himself from Dylan. I think Dylan was definitely the target before he won immunity. So I think he distanced himself. He kind of joins in with Brody and Jake Colling. But I think Dylan, I think, is kind of on his own right now. I think Andros, Doggy Kruger, Mike Corbett is definitely a solid 3. I think they kind of have Jason Lee Scott on the periphery. And then Coda, I kind of think is just on his own. And I think at this point, I think the 3 females team up. I think they got to team up at this point. And I feel like they would team up. Dana, Tori, Katie. I feel like that seems like a grouping. So yeah, we got to figure out what they are going to do now. And
Hello, Elgard.
You said you know how to activate the map? I'm very curious to see it. I've never actually seen it work before.
so, So who should
Hey,
we?
Olivia.
Okay, so these are
You
we
okay?
have 3 groups of 3,
I'm
and
all right.
then we have 3
Can't shake the
individuals.
feeling.
Essentially,
I
is how this
embarrassed
is
myself
going.
writing Redstonia in
So
front of
really,
Eleanor.
I mean, really, all they would
I think
really
she
need
kinda
is just get
judges me a little bit.
2 of the groups of 3 to
It'll
get
be
together,
okay.
and then get 1 more
I
vote,
hope you're right.
and that'll be the majority. And again, I mean, Tori, Dana, and Katie were already with the Andros group. So, I guess that just continues. I don't see a reason for them to really flip here. And I feel like, again, if they just get the Andros votes, I mean, that's already... I mean, the thing is, Dylan has immunity. But is there some sort of Red Ranger alliance? There's like, what, 4 Red Rangers here? Yeah, and Jason, Andros, Brody, and Connor. And at this point, I think Jason Lee Scott probably has more in common with the Connor, Brody, Jake group. I mean, maybe not Jake, but I think more so of Brody and definitely Connor. I feel like they would get along. So it's like, this is kind of a tough vote, I feel, because I feel like the Connor, Jake, and Brody are kind of on the bottom. I think there are 3 amigos right now. There are 3 amigos. They're on the bottom right now, but it's like, do they really want to get rid of them? But then again, at the same time, who flips? Because again, I feel like it was a very clear Dylan is getting voted out before this.
There a couple times, but it always seemed a little
Weird, right? It always seemed a little weird.
glad we can agree on that at any rate.
I mean, I never
But then again,
actually
if the Andros, Doggy Kruger,
That's probably the
Mike
only
Corbett
time
group
you made
flip,
the right call.
they're getting rid of one of the females. I don't feel like that's necessarily the case
So
either.
you guys, what, don't know where it is?
Whoa. It didn't do that before.
Are you sure it's working?
Who is that? Oh no, that's Ivor!
Ivor is going to Soren's. We need to move.
It's not too far. We
The
could
thing is,
probably
though,
make a
Coda
move.
is also on his own.
Righteous.
So, I mean, I think, like, really, they could vote out Coda.
Avoiding all the
The problem I have with that, though, is I don't feel like it isn't really worth the... Like, I mean, what the fuck is Coda doing? I mean, essentially, you just be getting rid of Coda just because there's no one else to get rid of. And I don't feel like...
And I don't want to risk it catching up with us. We have to go now.
It's so bad
That's
that you're gonna just
something
go
worth
waltzing out in the woods
doing.
at night.
It's not night yet. We'll just go as fast as we can.
I think Magnus might be right. And he's not usually a big fan of safety.
Of course,
So-
you pick his side.
I don't want to
I think
risk
Dylan
being
has immunity.
outside
That's
when
the
it
tough
gets
thing here,
dark.
because I think Dylan would have been an
We should
easy
wait till
vote.
morning.
And I think a flip
So
at
we can have a
11 would have
full
made
day of
sense,
sunlight.
but a flip at
Jesse here's
12
talking
here,
a
I think
lot
it's a
of
bit more
sense.
difficult
Let's just go with that plan.
to make
You're just
sense
saying
of
that
here.
because it's your plan, but
Especially because, like, what the fuck is Coda doing? I don't feel like Coda really has a solid thing that he's doing right now. Like, he doesn't really have an alliance. I mean, Coda does know Brody. I mean, at least that's something. Maybe he switches
Okay, everyone,
to that
rest
group.
up. We'll head out at first light, all right?
Maybe they could go for Coda. Maybe. I don't know.
I appreciate you giving us a chance to rest, Jesse.
Yeah, I feel like this Doggy,
I
Mike,
need
Andros
this.
group is
Yo,
very solid.
We haven't really gotten
And I
a
feel like they
chance
do
to
get
chat.
Dana, Tori, and
Hello.
Walker.
You're Ellie's
I think Coda. So essentially, I think what happens. I think
piece of
maybe they
work,
do go
isn't
for
she?
Coda. I think maybe Coda flips.
always thinking about all her redstone stuff.
So I think they go for Coda.
Always trying to show off how smart she is.
I gotta ask. What's up with you guys? Why do you fight so much?
So I think 7 votes for Coda.
I don't
And I
know.
think Brody,
I don't know.
Jake, Coda,
In too many
Dylan,
tight
Connor McKnight. I think they probably go for.
We've just never gotten along.
I don't know. I don't know who they
Different
really go
strokes
for. Who do
and
they
all
go
that.
for? I mean, maybe Jason
You
Lee
know.
Scott. I mean, no,
Anyway,
I don't think so. Maybe
Thanks
they go
having my
for
back before.
Andrew.
I do
I think it's
appreciate it.
Andros,
How you
Doggy, or
liking being the
Mike.
leader of this little pack? I know I haven't been around here long, but even I can tell there's some unrest in the ranks. Huh. Especially between Axel.
I think maybe they go
and,
for Doggy again. Really.
Olivia.
Me and my team are the best. We can get through anything.
Huh. Wish my gang had that kind of commitment. Hope
There
you're
goes
right.
7 to 5. Coda is gone. I think
Anyways,
now that we're at
small fry,
7, though.
let's
Now
get
that
some
we're at
sleep.
11, I feel like
We
this
got
is
a
where a
long
flip can
walk ahead
happen.
of us in the morning.
But to be honest, I think we'll do that in the next episode. It's already nearing 30 minutes. And I do have some stuff I gotta do, actually. So, we'll end soon. There we go. Coda is the boot here. And we'll play it on from here. And also, Coda's also probably a big physical threat. So I mean, I don't think it's all the right possibility that
I'm not
this
sure how
stuff
the rest of you
happens.
are feeling, but I feel fantastic. I think that a little sleep is just what I needed.
Yeah, I love how Doggy Kruger
Sure
has
felt as
12
good as you
votes right
sound.
now.
I'm still feeling a little under the weather.
Alright, I think we'll end here. Next episode, we'll go ahead and continue on. But for now, thank you for watching.